We have an initial value problem. We have a differential equation, f prime equals a to the negative f times 4 minus 2x. And then we have an initial condition that is f of 2 equals 0. F equals 0, x equals 2. I'm going to take the differential equation, f prime equals a to the negative f times 4 minus 2x. F prime means we are taking the derivative of f with respect to x. So that gives us df dx equals a to the negative f times 4 minus 2x. Now, in order to integrate this, we need to have x one side, then x another side. In order to do that, we want dx to be on the right side. In order to do that, we gotta multiply both sides by dx. Then if we do that, then from the left side, dx and dx, they cancel each other out. And then we have df equals a to the negative f times 4 minus 2x dx. Now we want a to the negative f to be on the left side. In order to do that, we gotta divide both sides by a to the negative f. Then if we do that, then from the right side, a to the negative f and 1 over a to the negative f, they cancel each other out. And then we have 1 over a to the negative f df equals 4 minus 2x and dx. Now, before we integrate, I'm gonna take a to the negative f. I'm gonna move that to the numerator. If I do that, the sign change. So this gives us a to the f df equals 4 minus 2x and dx. Now on the left side, we have a to the f df. Then on the right side, we have 4 minus 2x dx. Now we're gonna integrate both sides. Now, if we integrate a to the f, that is a to the f, then on the right side, we got 4x minus x squared plus c. Now, in order to solve for f, we're gonna use ln. So we're gonna raise ln to the a. ln to the a on the left side will be 1. And then on the right side, we end up with ln of 4x minus x squared plus c. Now, in order to solve for c, we're gonna use our initial condition, that is f of 2 equals 0. F equals 0, x equals 2. Those are the values that we're gonna plug in order to solve for c. So once we plug in, we have f of 2 equals ln of 4 times 2 minus 2 squared plus c. Now 4 times 2 is 8 minus 2 squared, that's 4. That gives us 8 minus 4. So that gives us ln of 4 plus c equals 0. Now, in order to rid of this ln, we're gonna use a. So we're gonna raise a to the ln, which will be 1. Then a to the 0 also will be 1. And then we have 4 plus c equals 1. Now, in order to solve for c, we gotta subtract 4 from both sides, and that gives us c equals negative 3. Now we're gonna take that negative 3, we're gonna plug in for c. So once we plug in, we have f of x equals ln of 4x minus x squared minus 3. Now, in order to check where is this function defined, we're gonna use the 4x minus x squared minus 3. So I'm gonna take the 4x minus x squared minus 3. I'm gonna set that to greater than 0. Now we have a negative x squared plus 4x minus 3 greater than 0. In order to remove the negative 1 from the x squared, I'm gonna multiply the whole equation by negative 1. If I do that, then I got x squared minus 4x plus 3 less than 0. So one thing we have to watch out for here is that whenever we multiply by negative number or divide by negative number, the inequality sign flips. So that is what is going on here. So then I'm gonna take the x squared minus 4x plus 3. I'm gonna factor that. Once I factor, I have x minus 1, x minus 3. Now from here, we can see that x equals 1 and 3. We're gonna take those values, we're gonna put it into graph. Once we put it in, we can see that our initial value x equals 2 between 1 and 3. So our solution is defined on 1 and 3. That is all for this problem.